Hey guys, Ron here from Playboom Beach, and I'm just going to give you a quick flanking video. So this is the base that I decided I was going to flank. It's very heavy for its defenses right along the shoreline, and then the rest of the base doesn't really have a lot of defenses in it, with the headquarters sitting at the far back. So right off the bat, my biggest threat is going to be this flamethrower and the mines. So I'm going to drop a barrage down, which will hopefully take out all the mines and kill the flamethrower. Unfortunately, it didn't get rid of the flamethrower, but my Zuccos will make quick work of it because they can outrange it. The only thing I need to worry about is that one mine that stayed up, but it won't be enough to kill my troops. So I'm going to drop all my troops, take out that building to the side, and the flamethrower quickly, then send my troops up into the woods. Now, once they're in the woods, I'm passing everything, all of their machine guns, the mortars, the boom cannons. The only thing I'm really going to have to worry about is the two sniper towers that are fairly close to the headquarters. So I'm sending the troops all the way up through the back, and I'm going to stop them right about here so I can get some more energy. With all of these bases around here and really no defenses except for that mortar, which won't do a lot, I can get some. So I've taken out most of those, but I want to quickly move my troops because I was afraid the mortar was going to take out some of my Zuccas. So I backed them up, sent them back in again, and they're just going to make quick work trying to finish off some of that so I can get enough energy to take down that far sniper tower, which would be a pain to try and get the headquarters because I'm going to have to go in range of the boom cannon and the mortar if I want to take it out. So I sent my troops as far back as I could, and they're going to come in and start making work on that first sniper tower. Once I take out that sniper tower, I'm going to use my energy to drop a missile on the second sniper tower. With the second sniper tower out of the way, the only thing left to do is drop a flare behind the headquarters and let the troops safely sit there without being attacked and take out the headquarters. So this was a fairly easy flank. I ended up not even touching half the guy's base and came out with an easy win, didn't lose a lot of troops. So make sure when you guys are setting up your bases, you're really watching where you're putting your headquarters so this doesn't happen to you. I did get a fair amount of resources and didn't really lose a lot of troops. So next what we're going to show you guys is another flanking video. This one's from Clayton from Playboom Beach, except he's going to do his raid with tanks instead of with troops. So this way we can show you how we can do raids with tanks, even though they do cost 2 energy each, and we can still do our raids with our normal troops. So what Clay's going to do is essentially the same thing I did for mine. He's going to send all his tanks on the right-hand side, and they're just going to go all the way around the base and start working their way in from the back. Once the troops are out in the back, it's really going to be fairly self-explanatory from there. He's got to take out those 2 cannons. The machine gun won't do too much damage, but better to get him out of the way, and the sniper tower. So he's going to get a lot of energy from getting rid of those collectors, and that'll hopefully take out the cannon with the barrage, which it did. Then he just has to worry about the other cannon and the sniper tower. So as you can see, he's just getting more energy and more energy. Starting to move the troops back because they're starting to take damage from that cannon, which is really going to hurt the tanks. And then he's going to send them back in. He throws a quick freeze down on the cannon, hoping that he will be able to take out the cannon without losing any tanks, which he did. So he still has 5 tanks up, and the only thing left to do is take out the headquarters. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough energy to use a missile to take out that last sniper tower, and he's too afraid to send the flare in because the flare will move him closer towards more of the defenses. So he's just going to sit here and try and finish off the headquarters without losing too many tanks. Unfortunately, the sniper tower takes 2 or 3 tanks out just because they can't put out enough damage to quickly take out the headquarters. But as you can see, the flanks still worked. He ended up taking out the whole base and only had to touch about 4 or 5 defenses. So he came out with a victory and got a lot of